To the former regional chairman of UDP in NBR there. The late story saying one GB Bah, son of the late Yoro Bah, and his uncle Alhaji Pate Bah have instituted a civil suit against the exiled former Gambian President Yaya Jammeh and one Yaya Nyasi, the Alcalo of Duwasu village. The plaintiffs, both from Duwasu village, are claiming ownership of two leased properties in Jammeh's name in Duwasu. The plaintiffs are also claiming $5 million damages for destruction of the houses and trees belonging to the late Alhaji Yoruba, father of GB Bah. Also, on the standard, that migrant's mother asked government to act. Kati Jo, mother of the 27-year-old Jojo Bojang, who perished in the doomed migrant boat in Mauritania last week, has said the Gambia government must take immediate actions to mitigate the constant pressure of Gambians youth to leave town for Europe. Josh said her daughter lost her life on her 27th birthday on that capsized boat. Also, my work is not affected by my UDP expulsion. Seko Marang, one of the expelled United Democratic Party National Assembly members, has told the Standard that he knew his fate because it was clear that his political ideology differs from the party's. Assembly passes slashed 2020 budget. The National Assembly yesterday unanimously approved the budget estimates of revenue and expenditure for 2020 with a slight slashing in a few areas. The initial draft budget tabled by the Finance Minister Mamburinjai totaled $22.9 billion, but it has now been trimmed with budgets of the Office of the President and the Minister of Higher Education among those affected by the cuts. 75% of Gambians shift to Barrow. Karamo Janama, the recently sacked NBR chairman of the United Democratic Party, has claimed that 75% of Gambians have shifted allegiance to President Barrow's upcoming party. That's all for Standard. The point now, and the paper is reporting NAMS approved on the budget there, 2020 budget, the NAMS approved $21.3 billion for 2029 national budget. Myanmar rejects Gambia's allegations at ICJ. Another migrant boat intercepted, 20 Gambians arrested. Christian Council urges CRC to entrench secular in constitution. We'll quickly go through the stories there. Myanmar rejects Gambia's allegations at ICJ. Aung San Suu Kyi, the leader of Myanmar, has accused the Gambia for bringing an incomplete and misleading case against her government at the International Court of Justice, that's ICJ, over the treatment of Rohingya minority Muslims. The Gambian team, led by Attorney General, Minister of Justice Aboka Tambeju, alleged that the UN's highest court highest court that such treatment against the Muslim minority group violated the 1947 Genocide Convention, thus demanding an end to it. Christian Council urges CRC to entrench secular in constitution. The Gambia Christian Council has urged the Constitutional Review Commission, CRC, to entrench the word secular in the preamble and section 1 of the draft constitution. The council made this call on Monday during a press conference at its office there. So that's it for the newspapers. We will quickly now bring you some of the stories we have. President Adama Barrow on Monday dispatched a delegation of top governor of Usisa, of course, to Bara to meet with families of those who lost their lives in last week's migrant boat disaster. There are 62 Gambians, including 11 women, died after their boat, bound for Spain, ran into trouble and capsized off the coast of Mauritania last Wednesday, of course. So Dembo Bifos Bojang, that's the president's religious advisor there, was in Bara, and he spoke on behalf of the president.
C'est Furasa Wante Frola Boluma.
Ñun ñew ci suñ mbokk yi nga xamné seen doomi gañu nañu.
Ka jeko afanan atel la sango mu ñun sangol.
Be paré ñu won leen né momu président Barrow mom momé dej bi ndax doomam yi ñoo wañéku.
Ñun sango min kada ñun banko kam.
Mu né dej bi nga xamné mo am ci soufi Gambia.
Baadu wolu mu me la be bi je buba soirée bi jang.
Buba soirée mu ngi fi.
De badra wolu
ak ñom Haydara.
Be la sangolo mu ñindi.
Ñi yeb seen jaale la tay
ñu tala sangola dami baaw mo tanni sama bando sato.
Surti fi ñu wara dem moy fukki nit ak ñetta mo fa gañu.
Mi kada Madina Serigne Mas.
Madina Serigne Mas.
Ani sato dolu.
Ak yeneen dekk yi leen woru.
Wo sang kontongol.
Loolu lañuy jaale dañ fay dem jaale ji.
fana sawala
ñu ngi nuyu mbolo mi
be konton na ko mu ñodi sabarolo
di len jaale di len dig tam ne dañu wara muñ ngeen ñu dal
bawo nin lonna balle fana be silo kam
ndax ñu ngi ànd ak mbolo mi tak ci mbolo mi yoy ñu ngi ànd ak borom xam-xam yu reuy
dino la karola
ci walu diina bi
wol bota jara sutukum
ñoñu wa jara sutukum jaabi kunda
an ye ñaabitu way tulo suki
mu ne ñoñu bo demee be gis len da ngay xamne ay borom xam-xam lañu maam yi be bokasi ñom tay
wala tinante tuno la koma
lolu moko waral duñu leen bayyi ci gannaaw
wota na jara sutukum
dañu joge jara sutukum
ñin sagol ni bela sagolo
li de ñun Gambia yépp ko bokko
kabri ya moy
biñ ko déggé
i bota mun tole state house
dañu bëggé joggé fofu directly ñu daw dem ci president office state house
ko tata nata je sango kondo
ñu dañ ñew fofu ñu jallé ji
ngoy ka te danna wala
way ñu ne dédét lolu du fa em
fonnal bes ta sango
ko ñi and ak yeen tank ak tank ñu dem fekk bokk yépp di leen jallé
andi yo wala ke
dañuy molol ji waaw ok mais ñi té lañu wax na ko sada bu ko mané bodo keme ya ron ko won na ko mo min fada amalo ko andum ay salon la ko la na bani ko raja ta na peta asna momo ta minti e sodia ba janni asike alti hataja ko la bake maybe janni wat lo ko click asa try alia lo min to bato pour ila badu mo si en kolos ani salamu kosto ko ngalon ko titanano maybe tambi obesira na sina es woke salamu ko
first time in the Gambia. Your favorite GSM operator, Africell, is the first and only GSM operator to launch a brand new technology called the eSIM. The eSIM simply means you can use your phone without a SIM card. Do you have an iPhone 11, any of the iPhone X series, a Google Pixel 3, or any new phone that supports the e-technology? Visit any Africell customer care center. Activate your eSIM today. With your virtual Africell SIM, you can use more than one number without having a physical SIM card in your phone. Enjoy this brand new technology for the first time in the Gambia, brought to you by Africell. eSIM, your phone without a SIM card. For more information, please call 111. Where Africell goes, nobody dares to.
So in Bara, the village development committee, of course, of the town has said those who survived last week's migrant boat disaster there were not happy with the way government treated them in Mauritania. The VDC said the youth said or they complained of a number of issues, including lack of food. This is what one VDC official told President Barrow's delegation in Bara yesterday.
So you ni ñaare nit
nga mo fulale kije
pour ñu mëna xam suñu situation ni people ni naka la démé
sa lon ko mbaari ngol menu bije la condition ni la balu ñaaketa ñaadile
yalla def ñu aga
ala yaake mfutata je
ñu dem ci embassy bi Gambian embassy
ambassadeur ya membe Gambia ambassadeur membe bije
in Nouakchott
am
problème mu ngi xewé Nouadhibou
ko ñi keta Nouadhibou le
den ñu dem buga dem gay buga dem Nouadhibou ñu ne leen ñu ngi leena transport ñu ñew Nouakchott
e ko be to lafta tala je bari nata fo ko be dun lamoto ko ye nata Nouakchott
way concern suñu am ci xalé yi
akon nga concern comme nga hak concern men so la koto
sen leka bi
wala muy la domoroti
bala ñoo joggé Mauritanie
janni be bola Mauritanie
ak bala ñoo joggé Mauritanie bi ak ci Gambia
janni be bola Mauritanie kana Gambia jan
ko c'est real challenge
wala womu simfa balati me yalon ko womu ke do ku balati
taxon na be nga xamné
aya kendi fo
bi ñëwé be am dalay
diri nata fo am dalay
xalé dañ meron
mo jamaale kam fata
bugu ñëw wacca ci boss
imalla
register
imalla fi jila boso ko pour que tolu register
buñ leen laajee
ne ñininka
ñu ne ñun dañ melni ñun amuñ nation
e koy toli amira koy tolu man ko ma soto
parce que dañ gis Sénégal
yaaje Sénégali
nuñ traité sen xalé yi
yela dindingol kenyameng
ñom ñu ne loolu lañ mer
e koy tolu fana kam fata wala la
dañ sona ci yoon bi ba nga xamné
e batata silo kam foko
even deputy ambassador bi
deputy ambassador
halis buñ ko joxon lo xamné loolu expenses am la and then those coupons
ye ko do men diala ni essence so me yalon ko ala expenses solem
loolu la doon use
la ba ngola ka wala use
pour jëndal leen some little bit
pour ka do moro lu demandin sey
bokk na ci lu leen merlo
woye kam fa
li rek la bëggon
ala tam
ko yoni
the president's delegation to Bara and Medina Serin Mas was headed by Hamad Ba, that's the tourism minister there, and he defended what the government has done for the boys there.
This post Alice embassy account pour ñu use ko pour feed xale yi ak logistics yëpp $500,000 la immediately, even though weekend la immediately he ordered that the money be sent straight to Mauritania pour gars yi accès xaalis boobu seen lekka ak seen logistique pour mun a ñibbi si taxi delegation full delegation bu dem and with the entire embassy staff ñu dem. Mala bugg a laaj benn question Sénégal ñaata nit lañ fa amoon ñaata xale la woon non ñi dee laa la wax Sénégal dee laa la wax ñi claim na dañ dee waaye ñaata Sénégalais ñoo newoon ci foofu loolu laa la expliqué ku am juróomi nit mbaa am ñetti nit doo ko emalee ku am juróom fukki nit maa ngi ñëw mee ma tuuti rek mairie xale yi ñun kenn neexul kenn si ñun parce que su doon seen sago liñ doon def dañoo doon dem fii la ñoo am li ñu am yépp yow demuloo man dewuma keneen demut waaye ñoom dañ intent pour dem nañ yàlla mooy nattu doomi aadama mooy li sëriñ bi wax fii leen imaam bi wax doomi aadama bu la naqar dalee dellul sa bopp si yàlla nga xam ne yàlla suñ borom moo la ko teg bu ci mere kenn dis ko yàlla mi la ko teg ndax yàlla rek moo la ko mun a teggil parce que man du ma dee bugg a dugal kenn du ma dee bugg a impliquer kenn moo tax toujours dama dee moytu su ma nekkee ci ndaje yi la ak ni ñooy war a waxee parce que ku nekk rek am nga débat boo def ñun ñëpp ku ne am na loo def officiel ci nekk yëpp am na ñoo xam ne sonn nañ ci ku nekk bor bu set yaa ngee fere dara loo xam ne du la nguur jox pour yow bi every day di nga spend loo xam ne nit yow tout salarié bu ñu la fay lu ñu la jox bon xale yi bu leen yàlla waruñoo mer comme que ñi ñu àndoon des nañ ci géej ñoom yàlla indi lañ bañ delluwaat seen bokk sant suñu borom lañ war a def waaye du mer man loolu laa ko.
America wala Europe war a yónnee mobile muy jël ay weer smartphone house ñëw pour rek noppal leen looy def rek mooy nga def payment ñu deliver phone bi tey.
salaamaaleykum
maaleykum asalaam
man de sama jëkkër moom ma boole ak yéen Mohamed Ndiaye.
Mohamed Ndiaye.
waaw Sweden.
maa ngi wax amoon tey si suba.
waaw daf ma kool suma téléphone bi yaaxu mu ne ma demal smartphone house ma ne ko waaye loolu gaaw na ni mu ne ma demal rek.
moom utal na la fi benn. mooy iPhone 8 Plus.
macha allah.
ak smartphone house emuñ ci jaay mobile rek waaye dañuy jaay computer ay yére ak daala yi nga xam ne rek original lañ ba tax nag ku bugg a xam fi nga xam ne mooy smartphone house da ngaa dem Kairaba Avenue opposite fi nga xam ne mooy Barcelona shop. yow mi nekk America.
Thank you very much. So today, Modou Sabally is my guest. The former Presidential Affairs Minister set tongues wagging some 2 weeks ago when he joined UDP, of course. You know, something that he said was not a surprise at all. So today he's in the studios, and then we will talk through that, his formal joining of UDP there, and other issues affecting the country. Mr. Sabally, welcome. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
So 2 weeks ago, you formally joined UDP, bringing an end to a long-running speculation. You were here, of course. I interviewed you about this, but this was something that you were not prepared to discuss those days. And then here we are, after 2 weeks, you are a member of the UDP. But what you also said at Davos House was that this came after about 3 years of consultations. So take us through that, and that you don't make decisions on whims and caprices. What were you trying to put across?
Well, absolutely, because I think, like you said, the whole nation had been waiting for somebody to make an announcement, because people had assumed in several instances that I belong to particular political parties, even though I categorically always consistently stated that I never belonged to any political party during these past 3 years. So it was about time to make a declaration, and like I said years before, that any day I choose a party, the whole world will know which party Momodou Sabally belongs to, and I think that became crystal clear on that day.
So you said consultations. When you say consultations,
absolutely, without a doubt, because I've been studying UDP, I've been considering it as a party to join. I did make clear, it sounds like still news now, that founding UDP member and very instrumental parties party bigwig, the late Lang Marong, who is my uncle, did actually take me to the Honorable Usainu Dabo's house in Kotu 3 years ago, immediately after the change of government, and he advised that I should join the UDP and continue the good work he had been doing with the other party top brass. And I didn't take a decision at the time. Of course, I really appreciated the gesture, yes, but I felt the time was not right, you know, and in between I had consultations. Ibrahim Adiba, my good friend, had been working on this for more than 2 years. I mentioned the late Papa Dauda Toure, who used to call me every week to ask me to join the party, which I really appreciated. Mayor Rohilo in particular actually called me one day, and really had some really serious talks, and she also really played a big role in this, and other people, I can't mention everybody. So that's why I said consultations had been going on, and I'm not the kind of person who would just take a decision like that, because I know under the circumstances, if I join a party, I'm joining that party for life. I'm not going to be the person who would join this party today and you find out it's not the right party, you jump to another one. I did all my studies, my analysis, and when the time was right, I struck the gun.
So how is the welcome like? Do you feel at home?
I mean, overwhelming really would be an understatement. The appreciation, support, embrace I've had from UDP, from the very highest, the party leader, His Excellency Lawyer Usainu Dabo, to the very grassroots, Koina to Khartoum, Cape to Cairo, from Austria to Siberia. I mean, I've been overwhelmed by the support, I mean, the embrace, the applause, you know. It's just amazing, really. I think if you're looking for a party, go to UDP. You won't regret it.
So some people out there might say Sabally is just exaggerating.
Well, anybody who knows me, even my enemies, they know when I speak the truth. So
you don't.
And I mean, yesterday I got one of the most influential young people in the entire continent join UDP. After 24 hours, he sent me a message. He said, "Look, Sabally, this is amazing. I've got more than 100 calls in 24 hours. The congratulations, the support, the welcome. It's just amazing." I mean, I think UDP has been shortchanged by the media in general. I'm not trying to cast any innuendos. Yes. I don't want to get into any petty squabbles.
Yes.
But I think the party has been shortchanged by the media. This is just about the most inclusive party. I mean, very embracing. Really, what I saw inside and what was portrayed outside, there's a huge gap, a gaping hole in between what image the party has been given and what really the party is all about. Fantastic.
Some people might say, well, Sabally is a liability. UDP do not necessarily need Sabally. You know, this is someone who, in some quarters, they frown at your history. For example.
Barack Obama was one of the most popular politicians in the whole world. People were threatening to kill him. People insulted him. And welcome to the world of politics. Maybe you've been too long in media. It's particularly normal that people will have different opinions about individuals.
So you are saying
it's not an issue. I mean, the love and embrace and support is so overwhelming. I don't even have time for that, for those petty negativities. I'm swimming in love, embrace, applause, alhamdulillah.
But there are
Fatabarakallahu ahsanul khaliqin.
Your case would come as a surprise to some people.
Well,
there are a few people.
I like it when people get surprised about my
There are
issues.
a few people before you who went to UDP, and after one week or two, they left because they said they were insulted, or they didn't receive the welcome that they were expecting.
Who did that?
For example, Emeba is one.
No. I think you are that's not true of Emeba. No, it never happened. It never happened. I mean,
Emeba found life very difficult in UDP.
I think I mean, if he ever exited, which I question.
Of course, he exited.
Well,
he's no more
okay, fine. I think Eme has better reasons than these petty things. I know Eme is a strong man. He would not leave a party.
How about your friend, Jaimane?
Well, Njai has been jumping ship from one place to the other, so it's not a case to discuss.
But I think it's a case because he's your friend, a very good friend of yours.
Yes, a very good friend of mine.
And then he said, you know, it was in fact you who made him to quit the Barrow camp.
Yes.
When the government white paper came and they said, well, Sabally has been banned for life.
Yes.
Because of that, he resigned, stunningly left the Barrow camp. So these are just a few examples. But
well,
now
you know Njai's case, so let's not discuss it.
Okay. So now
Njai is still my Njai anyway. Nothing changes.
So now, how is life in your party? Because just today,
well, the
it has
party
been beset by resignations. Some people
beset by resignation. Is that what you said?
Not resignation. That's a huge, a very important resignation today that took place today. The resignation of Dembo
I
Bafos
think
Bojang.
it's the greatest blessing the UDP has ever had.
How do you call that a blessing?
I mean, like if you have your national party president, and I'm not, what I'm saying here, it's not the official position of the party. I'm not speaking on behalf of the party. I'm speaking as Mamadou Sabali, my independent view. If you have your national president who is actively and tacitly, overtly and covertly putting up somebody to threaten the interests of your party, and because of His Excellency Lawyer Darbo's sense of honor and dignity, he didn't do anything, he left the guy there. You know, Lawyer Darbo muforole tin se wale for you know. If that person and Alphalem Party Okono, Dembo Bifos is a big figure in the party. I mean, at least stature from his the antecedents.
True.
You don't want to fire him, you don't want to embarrass him, you accord him all the respect he deserves. And he resigns just after he declared that he's gonna put up somebody who would run against UDP, and he's promising that guy is gonna win. I think this is the greatest blessing that happened to UDP in recent history.
Is that how parties work, for example? Because UDP hastily expelled people like the 7 National Assembly members.
That's not true. No, it's a mischaracterization. UDP did not hastily expel anybody.
Yes.
UDP took its time, was very patient, analyzed, consulted, and then took a decision to expel some. It was not hastily done. That's the word I want to bring out of your statement.
It wasn't hastily done.
It was not hastily
done. But UDP, I think what the 7 National Assembly members were guilty of would be what Dembo Bifos Bojang would be guilty of.
Perhaps, yes.
So why do you have to wait to...
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm wait for him to resign. Why can't you just simply sack him just as you did?
To be honest.
As you did a few weeks ago.
To be honest, you know I'm a big national figure, whether people like it or not.
Yes. Some say you are not a figure.
Actually, I'm an international figure, by the way. Sorry for the understatement. I'm a big international figure, right? Yes. And I joined UDP.
Yes.
But in your right mind, you would not compare me to Dembo Bifos, because he was there from day one. You cannot compare me or those National Assembly members with Dembo Bifos. Party's national president. Dembo Bifos is a national figure.
So it's like an animal farm.
And it's not animal farm. Look, no. This is just basic common sense.
Basic common sense.
Most of the people. Listen. You asked me a question, let me answer.
Great.
Sekou Bajayo, before he became MP, who knew him in UDP? And someone else. You don't compare those people's cases with Dembo Bifos. I think the party did the right thing by being patient and allowing Dembo just to rid himself of the party. So it's different. The other 7 MPs, like I said, the party took its time, analyzed and everything. You can't have a mole inside your setup and you allow them to thrive there. You have to. UDP is going through a process right now. The party is growing way beyond the expectations of anybody, both supporters and critics. And if the party finds out that certain elements in the foundation, like you are building a skyscraper at floor 2, 3, you found out that there are some weak links in your foundation, you take them out, and that's the right thing to do. No qualms. Those who voted for those people, they are still UDP.
What's your opinion on politics of insult?
It's wrong. Insults have no place in our politics, regardless of where it's coming from. It's wrong. And I think we should stop it. Anybody who is into politics and insulting people is completely out of character with our culture and our mores. It's wrong, regardless of where it comes from.
And what would you make of, what would be your assessment then of a platform where you have the president seated and you have someone come and insult someone?
I mean, it's really one of the ugliest things that happens in our political history, to have an elected member of parliament insult one of the most respected figures in our country in front of the president, and the president
didn't say anything.
Practically condones it. I think it's wrong. I think President Adama Barrow should apologize to the whole nation, not just UDP, because I don't even blame the lady. I'm not even going to mention her name. I mean, she's played a role in our politics. I respect her and everything. What she did is dishonorable, but she did it on a platform, and that platform, the person whose platform is Adama Barrow, on a tour that's funded by taxpayers' money. It's not just UDP that's disrespected, it's the entire nation. And the president needs to apologize.
This is you today. I saw your posting. You posted you said the top 10 top 10.
Oh, you are going to go in there, right?
I'd love to see join
Yes.
UDP. This is the final question that I'm going to ask you on
Yes.
UDP, and then we will talk on one or two things before we wrap up. You said number one, Musa Amul Nyasi. Really, yes. APRC. You also say
my own brother. Yes,
in the list, you also say Ramus Sabali,
yes,
Timbaro,
my blood sister too.
Dr. Ismaila Sise,
yeah, my good
Malang
friend.
Saibo Kamara,
yes, my
MSc,
uncle.
yes, there.
Yes.
Kex, I saw Kex name too.
Yeah,
Kex,
Kex is my Kex. So you see, this
Kex is your Kex.
This is not a random
so,
list.
Sifai Hadra,
my very good sister,
my
very good brother,
Dr. Amadou Kante,
yes,
MC
my
Cham
brother
Junior.
also. MC is my MC.
Papa Njai, really?
Papa Njai is my papa. You know me.
So you think you can get these people happy?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I'm very positive about it. Like it's not a random list.
What's your secret?
Every single.
Let's say it here. What's your secret? How can you convince these people to come to UDP?
Well, last time I checked in primary school, they taught us that secrets are never to be told. So why do you expect me to tell you my secret?
So you are not going to say it?
I'm not going to say it. But what I'm telling you is all the people I listed here, I have personal relationships with them.
But so
it's not a random list.
So you are going to use, take advantage of that, exploit that, the issue
Absolutely.
of having that personal relationship.
Like if you, as a person, you find a good place to be. If you are not selfish, you want your beloved people to come to that place, and I'm inviting you to UDP too.
But do you know?
I am inviting you. Are number 11. I'm inviting you to.
Do
UDP.
you know personal relations? I am a journalist. I belong nowhere.
Well, we know in this country journalists have political homes, so don't get me there. Anyway, anytime you are ready,
I can assure you, in any company
anytime you are ready, you are welcome to UDP.
They would say Lavenja is anti-us. In this country, in any
I'm not too sure of that.
They will say Lavenja is anti-us.
I'm not too sure of
that.
Let's
now.
But I want to repeat: anytime you're ready to join politics, you are welcome to UDP.
UDP. I will at some point in life, when I stop, working as a journalist.
Yes.
So now, but personal relationships can sometimes disappoint.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yes, sure.
So I am not sure how you're going to go about these, these things there.
Well, leave that with me. That's my problem.
President Barrow is launching his, registering by the end of this month, month end, and then by January or February, the party would be launched.
Yes.
And some people are saying the table is turning.
Turning to where?
Turning to the wave is now, or the wind is now blowing Barrow. What do you say to that?
Even Barrow himself knows that he doesn't have a political base. I think he's going to get into a gamble. Fair enough. I know where the die is gonna lie. I know where the die is going. But we know, any casual observer on Gambian politics, they all know UDP is the team to beat. We are the numero uno.
You are the numero. But who doesn't say that in this country?
Well,
which party doesn't say
exactly?
I'm the numero uno?
Well, GAP won't say it.
GAP won't say it?
Yeah.
Of course, GAP says. GAP says they are forming the next government. I have interviewed Secretary General Bachili.
You are wasting Fatu Network's time by talking about something that's as improbable as a Kianka being a
one in life.
Anyway, I'm telling you reality. Laminja,
we have seen a lot of upsets.
You will not admit it, but you know that UDP is the biggest and the baddest right now, hands down.
The biggest and the baddest.
Yes.
And the biggest and the baddest.
Yes.
Well, you are the biggest political party, of course. But then there are...
That's enough of an endorsement. Let's go to the next question.
No, but there are other people who are saying...
Well, we know the spectators will come and be in the pavilions, but when the El Clasico happens, it's UDP versus another party amongst the top three who are likely to be the serious challengers. But we in pole position, like I said. Yes. Our party leader is in pole position in his yellow Ferrari. Yes. So we are winning.
Pole position in his
pole
yellow
position,
Ferrari.
Yeah, absolutely. Formula 1. Ndolfu tatale.
Well, I mean, so, but then I think that's going to be it. It's just a casual discussion.
Are you going to say congratulations then?
For joining UDP?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Savali, for joining UDP.
I appreciate it.
And I wish you all the best. I wish you every success in UDP.
Amen.
I think well, this is one of the parties that can contribute in shaping or
that is contributing actually is happening present continuous
contributing
steps.
Well,
Yes,
contributing
alhamdulillah,
to the future of this country.
Yes.
Very important party there.
Yes.
It is part and parcel of the life of this our country.
Yes.
So that's it. Thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Right.
Very well. That's it for today's news review there. We will be back Monday. Tomorrow is Friday, of course. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, thank you. My name is Amin Jai.